Dear students, myself Dr. Narendra Rally, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce and Management Studies, VSM College Autonomous, Ramachandrapuram. I am here to explain you on the concepts of financial derivatives. Derivatives. Now in this video, let us understand the regulatory framework of derivatives trading in India. The futures and options market, like securities market, are essential to economic growth and prosperity of an economy. Here, I would like to stress you a point that in derivatives there are four types of products. You could know that the first one being forward, second one being future, third one being option, and finally the fourth one being swap. Now in this, forwards are the OTC traded derivatives. Futures and options are the most popular derivatives, and swaps are those derivatives which are raised if there is any need. Now, uh, uh, the futures and options market is like the futures and options market in India is like similar to securities market. It is essential for the economic growth and prosperity of an economy. That is, if one has to define the economic prosperity in that country, the futures and options market will also play one of the major role, just like the securities market. The markets play a significant role in the efficient allocation of resources of a country, no doubt. Therefore, futures and options exchanges and the OTC derivative markets are integral parts of virtually all economics which have reached an advanced stage of development. And due to the economic significance of derivatives market, due to the economic significance of derivatives market, their integrity is a matter of public interest. That means by participating in financial derivatives trading, people are getting benefited by gaining more profits. Therefore, the derivatives market is one of a public interest these days. It is imperative, therefore, that such markets have to be properly regulated. A market where the general public is involved, such markets are to be regulated properly. So this is the reason why there must be a regulation framework for trading derivatives in India. The market integrity and efficiency, financial safety, customer protection being vital to the success of any financial market. What is that? The market integrity and efficiency, financial safety, also customer protection. These are the main success points. So what? These are the main success points for the growth of any financial market. So these are the main success points for the growth of any success of any financial market. Therefore, the regulator should strive to make securities and derivatives market fair, transparent, and orderly to instill investors' confidence. For this, it is necessary to regulate trading, devise controls to prohibit manipulative or fraudulent conduct. Against this, why is the regulation needed? The regulation needed to operate fair. Regulators need fair, transparent, and order. For what? All these to maintain for what? To maintain investor confidence. To maintain investor confidence. That is the only thing. To maintain the investor confidence, the regulations will form. A lack or inadequacy measures against and to vigorously enforce rules, and a lack of inadequacy of measures against manipulation, fraud, or improper activities is likely to lead to market abuse, resulting in inefficient markets, higher transactions, and systematic costs, losses to investors, and loss of investor confidence in the market. Therefore, uh, it is imperative, therefore, that such markets be properly regulated. An effective regulatory framework, an effective regulatory framework calls for or ensures the following points in mind. That is, yes. So, the effective regulatory framework ensures. Sorry, I have to change the pen. Yes, yes, okay, undo. Now, the effective regulatory framework ensures the following points. First one, a mechanism for imposing responsibility and accountability on market operators. Responsibility and accountability on market operators and intermediaries like exchanges, brokers, clearing houses, settlement agents, etc. And the second one is a mechanism for monitoring compliance with laws, compliance with legal compliance, that is, laws and rules governing all transactions. Legal compliance, that is, a mechanism should frame for monitoring the legal compliance with all transactions, governing all transactions. And the third one is an effective system for enforcing laws and regulations of exchanges and the other market intermediaries governing operations in this market. Effective system of enforcement. So to meet all these things, to a mechanism, there must be a mechanism for responsibility and accountability, and there must be a mechanism for legal compliance, and also there must be a mechanism for effective system of enforcement. To meet the desired goals of regulation, it is necessary to ensure that to maintain all these things, again it is necessary to ensure derivative products are to be traded. Products to be traded should be carefully designed to meet the requirements of customers. For example, the first one, design according to requirements of customer. Second one, see, for example, while designing a contract on the stock index, consideration should be given to method of calculation of index, the number of stocks to be included in the index, the variation in the stock prices, replacement of constituent stocks in the index, and the multiplier to determine the value of a futures contract. And second one, the rules regarding fair and efficient execution of orders should be clearly stated and enforced. Fair and efficient execution of orders. Fair and efficient execution of orders. Yes, the rules regarding the fair and execution of orders should be stated clearly and enforced consistently. And the third one is constant scrutiny of trading should be done so as to identify any manipulative behavior. Constant scrutiny of trading. And next one, the exchanges should develop enough capacity in terms of manpower and technology to take on large trading volumes. Compliance, rather than saying compliance, we can say preparedness for large trading volumes. That is, exchanges should develop enough capacity in terms of manpower and technology to take on large trade volumes. The next one could be the exchanges should have enough powers to appropriately punish erring participants. So, power. power to punish. That is, if anyone is erring or anyone is making errors intentionally, so the exchanges must be given power to punish such participants. And the next one is compliance with capital adequacy norms. Appropriate capital adequacy norms should be set and implemented. And adequate margining system. Adequate margining system. An adequate margining system should be in place because it is the margins which underlie the safety provided by the clearing houses. The margins should neither be too high, making entering difficult, nor should they be too low, making the risk of default too high. Therefore, marking to the market margins should be done to ensure financial integrity. Although the mark-to-market margins provide the protection of financial integrity of system against the price volatility, some additional measures sometimes be needed in the face of abnormal volatility or market disruption by rapid market declines. That is protection of financial integrity. Protection of financial integrity. The rules establishing the priorities by which orders may be executed should be clearly laid down. So these are all the follow in order to have an efficient system of exchanges, all these points have to be ensured properly. Now let us now understand the structure of derivatives market. The structure of derivatives market. Derivatives market in India can be broadly categorized into two. Financial derivatives market and commodities futures market. I say derivatives market is in India. Derivatives market in India is categorized into two: financial derivatives market and the commodity futures market. And the financial derivatives market is regulated by two things. One is SEBI, that is Securities Exchange Board of India, through stock exchanges. And you know the stock exchanges are NSE, BSE and multi commodity stock exchange. Now on the other side, along with SEBI, financial derivatives market is also regulated by Reserve Bank of India. since the derivatives are short term in nature and it is also having the OTC market, so Reserve Bank of India through OTC market regulates financial derivatives. On the other side, the commodities future market is regulated by forward market commission. Forward market commission. So derivatives market in India broadly is of derivatives market in India is broadly is of two kinds: financial derivatives, commodity futures market. Again, financial derivatives market is regulated by SEBI through stock exchanges. And the stock exchanges in India are National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange and all. Now, on the other side, commodities futures market is regulated by Forward Market Commission, that is FMC. What is a financial derivative market? Financial derivatives market in India, we already said that it is under the SEBI control and RBI control. You already discussed derivatives are of two kinds. The derivatives market you already know that derivative markets are of two kinds. What is they? One is exchange traded and the other one is OTC. And here comes the regulation. When derivatives are exchange traded, those are that are controlled by SEBI, and when the derivatives are OTC traded, these are controlled by Reserve Bank of India. And the next one is commodities future market. Yeah, the commodities futures market, it is controlled by controlled by what? Forward Market Commission. Here the commission is interested with to regulate commodities futures trading in India. The products like potatoes, pepper, cotton, etc. are traded in Coimbatore Commodity Exchange, Calcutta Commodity Exchange, etc. So the commodity futures are the agreements of contracts that are utilized to purchase or sell a specified amount of a given commodity.